Hi there, colleagues. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Taylor, and I wanted to discuss with you today the foundations of constructivism and why I think it is and isn't a good theory to put into practice within our classroom setting. Learning is a process which is generally out of our control. Our environments and relationships play a role in our learning. It involves encountering our senses, attending to signals, looking for connections and meanings, and creating frameworks to act and remember. Constructivism is classified under the cognitive theory banner. The theories are connected with the ways our minds work to construct our ideologies and understandings of our environment. Constructivism believes in the child as being knowledgeable, and any new knowledge we are teaching them is then constructed in a way that they can understand. Constructivists encourage the use of active learning through activities, exploration, inquiry learning or collaborative investigation, and problem-based problem solving or collaborative problem solving. As a teacher, developing a personal pedagogy is difficult with the abundance of information and directives out there. Curtin Bull highlights a multitude of current trends that could fall under best practice, such as high impact, student-centered, engaging, hands-on, technology-based, flipped, blended, collaborative, as well as peer-based, community-based, evidence-based, just to name a few, because the list, as you can see, goes on and on and on. But it is not feasible to incorporate all of these systems and approaches into everything and into our one teaching pedagogy. My personal beliefs and what forms my teaching pedagogy is inclusivity, valuing a child's background, their learning style and needs, their environment and how they were brought up, and their community. I believe in collaboration, peer interaction, and peer-assisted learning, creative thinking and learning skills that can be used for their whole life, freedom for imagination and self-expression, and being a role model, a person children can trust and confide in. Constructivism takes several forms that indicated slight variances on the learning process and how knowledge is constructed. In each variance, it identifies the teacher as a guide and a facilitator of learning, and the students construct their own knowledge rather than focusing on the source of that knowledge through their own learning intentions. Piaget, a leader in cognitive development, emphasizes the individual's progression through a series of stages, which forms the foundation for psychological constructivism, where the learner constructs their own knowledge and their own beliefs. Vygotsky's theory of social constructivism believed that social and cultural factors are integral to shaping an individual's learning. Collectively, constructivist theories encourage educators to recognize the value of the knowledge and experience that students bring to learning, and to provide experiences that help students build on their current knowledge of the world, whether as individuals or in social groups. Key features of the constructivism approach is the learner is mentally and physically active in the construction of knowledge. They are capable of self-regulating the learning process. Their learning is supported by social interaction, and their environment helps to link new information to previous knowledge and current experiences in order to construct their new understandings. As with anything, there are strengths and weaknesses with the constructivist learning approach. Strengths are that the learner can adapt to real-life situations and tackle situations with learnt creative thinking skills. It acknowledges the learner as a constructor, actively seeking to discover and learn. Students are encouraged to participate rather than sitting, listening, and receiving all information straight from the teacher. And it also acknowledges students' prior knowledge and learning and allows teachers to develop links between what students know and what they need to know. It values children's cultural heritage, their social networking, and allows the teacher to develop trust and respectful dialogue between them and the student. Constructivism is not suitable for circumstances where conformity is required, such as having set rules that can't be altered. Constructive learning style takes a lot of time and can be complicated. Planning for teachers can be consuming because they need to provide sufficient scaffold to support this learning style. Group work can also be daunting for children. Setting up groups, highlighting behaviour, friendships, ability to work well with others can be time-consuming. This means closer monitoring for teachers to ensure students are staying on task, which is more focused on time as well. And discovery learning may work well for self-motivated kids, but needs to be inclusive for those who don't feel as confident. Bloom's taxonomy, a 6-level framework, emphasizes the impact constructivism has on a student's learning. Constructivism and discovery learning allows the students to really develop those levels of Bloom's taxonomy and links well with my pedagogy values of creation and imagination. the life skills that come with evaluation, analysis, and application, and finally, the overall understanding and connection between previous knowledge and new information that they can retain. It allows for distinctions to be made around the knowledge needed by the students and selecting activities that target Vygotsky's theory of zones of proximal development. Providing students with metacognition to self-direct and self-assess their learning allows for more creation, analysis, understanding, and that overall deeper learning. I feel this quote by Benjamin Franklin really spoke true to the Constructivism theory. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I will learn. Constructivist learning approaches provide excellent frameworks for kids to indulge in their learning. The extra time it may take to organise such activities may be beneficial for my teaching pedagogy, as it allows for collaboration and student engagement, socialisation, creating new skills and allowing kids to develop their imagination. Kids become more interactive and determined to learn. It is not always inclusive of children who are self-conscious or have extra learning difficulties, but this extra time in class will allow for more one-on-one teaching between student and teacher. The Constructivism approach to learning is definitely one to consider including into your classroom teaching approach. I have included the references at the end of this presentation for your further reading and to look at the books and journal articles that I focused on today.